Hi, this is Matt. I'm with George Douglas here, an independent Amsoil dealer.
Show you a lot of people don't do their own maintenance, so this may not have interest everybody, but at least I'll show you our filters, what they look like, and how to clean them if you do it yourself. Okay. Now these filters cost somewhere in the neighborhood of anywhere from $30 to $40. They're 100,000 mile filter, or 4 years, whatever comes first. And each year when you do your Amsoil oil change, you can pull these things out. Now this one happens to have an indicator on it of when it goes bad, but most of your vehicles won't have that. This is what's called a filter minder. And this is what the filter looks like. Okay, dirty air is hitting this side. Now this filter has been in here for a while, but there's not much stuff in it. But basically, well, there is a lot down in the creases. But this is the same nanofiber technology material that's used in the Abrams tanks. And the Abrams tanks, they couldn't, over in Iraq, they couldn't go very far because of all that sand. So they had to come up with better filters, and Donaldson come up with this material. And their filters actually, every so many minutes or time-wise, they vibrate, and all the stuff falls off as it collects. They don't take them out and do like what I'm doing, okay? Then you take air, and you can either blow them out like this, okay? Or if you had a shop vac, you could just vacuum it out. Shh, you know. But like I say, oh, there's a little dirt there. This filter's been in about a year, but we don't drive this vehicle that much. This is a work truck, but it gets on the road. I don't drive 10,000 miles a year with it. But anyway, that's basically what you're doing, okay? Then you put it back in, and the main thing is make sure you put it in the airflow correctly. The pleats have always got to hit the dirty air coming in, okay? Now, while we're talking about efficiencies and things and doing your own maintenance and that sort of thing, another thing to use is, so you don't have to have costly maintenance done, is through the fuel system. Now, this is a multi-port fuel injection system. It has, actually, fuel is metered into each piston on a sequence of time, okay? Well, if those injectors get a little dirty, you get bad combustion, your mileage suffers. Amsoil come up with a product that you put this in your tank every 4,000 miles, and it gets in there and cleans all that stuff, all your fuel rails, and it actually takes combustion or carbon material, varnish, anything off in the combustion area, and will return your engine to its original fuel efficiency. And most people don't realize this. As you put more miles on, you drive and you drive and drive, your vehicle performance degrades a little bit at a time, okay? So if you've got something in there that periodic goes back and cleans it back up and puts you back to normal specs inside the combustion chamber, so to speak, you get your mileage back. Now, we're not putting mileage on that the vehicle's not capable of doing. All we're doing is getting the mileage back that you lost, okay? And you do this every 4,000 miles or so, and you'll be good to go for a long time. I've been using Amsoil's Performance Improver, their other version of this. This is a new version, as a maintenance item for 26 years. And I've never had any carburetor, back in the old days when you had carburetors, or fuel injection systems, or throttle body things in any vehicle I've ever owned, or any of my kids' vehicles, because I always did the maintenance thing, okay? This is a new animal on the block. And there isn't really anything on the market like this other than, I think, Chevron Techron has a Chevron Techron or something. They have a thing that the mechanics actually shoot in for you. There's a port on your fuel rail, and they got a little meter in a hose, and it goes into a bottle, and they have to do it, and they charge you your $50, $60 shop rate. Okay, this you put it in yourself, and you go from there. For these units, it's a big, on this one, it's too much trouble to pull it out, but it stands up to my waist, and it's a big cone. And we have that is an Amsoil filter using this new nanofiber technology that we use in all our air filters, and they're cleanable. most people will take their air cleaners out and they'll clean them. They'll blow them out a little bit or knock them down, but they're not designed to do that, and they actually hurt the filter medium doing that. But they'll get a little more use out of it, but they're also letting dirt through. With these filters, they're designed, I'm talking about air now, our air filters are designed to be clean that way with either a vacuum or compressed air, okay? And we got you covered. Like I say, we handle the, Amsoil handles the Donaldson filter line now, oil, air, and fuel, hydraulic, all that sort of thing they make. They're one of the premier companies in diesel filtration. And then we handle the Wix line also. So we've got you covered. If Amsoil doesn't make a particular filter for you, we can get it for you in the Wix line or the Donaldson line. Okay? That's about it.